your work. Just wanted to drop you a little note, tell you I love you. I appreciate you to the fullest. You definitely are gifted, and being that you're a man of God, the focus and drive that you have right now is very inspiring, and I love everything that you're doing. If you have ever had any doubt about what it is that you're doing or any moves that you're about to make, go ahead and break those and keep pressing forward. You got people in your life who aren't supportive of that. You know what I'm saying? Cut them off and keep pressing forward. You don't need it in your life. You want to pass the step, and I'm loving what I'm seeing, bro. I'm loving it. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep motivated and inspired. And please don't let up. Not 1 second. Don't let up. Not 1 second. You. And the type of human being that you are, you deserve to be known by the entire world. You carry Dominique Smith. Don't need to be known just in your family and with friends and just in a small community in the airport. No, you need to be known across the world. So keep doing what you're doing. Stay headstrong, focus, stay forward, keep pressing. I don't care if it's 1 big step. Keep moving forward. Don't ever stand still, don't stop. And stay focused on your dreams and your goals and create your legacy out here. For real. Continue to create your legacy because you are actually out here and motivating, inspiring, and giving those who doubt themselves hope. And if you don't believe that, I'm telling you right now, man, you are. Keep going and don't let up. Don't let up, bro. You want to pass to some, you about to break the barriers. You about to make the thing move when it won't shake. And I love it. I'm 100,000% supportive of everything that it is you do. Stay positive, keep smiling, keep dancing, keep spreading your love and your wisdom and your knowledge and your energy across the platforms that you are using. Keep putting yourself out there because the world needs to know who Gary Dominique Smith is. You got a purpose, man. If you want something, keep going because this is where you at right now. And I can see you being in some places, positions, doing some things, influence some people at a very high level. So keep doing what you're doing, brother. I love you. I support you 1,000%. And I'm never going to let up when it comes to that. I am here to make prosperous and I still did. I can't say brother, can't say sister. So I still I'm thankful for that. God has definitely blessed me with some amazing, very influential, just magnificent people. And you are definitely one of those. So just thank you for being you. Thank you for not letting nothing not changing who you are in the core. And just keep staying focused, brother. Keep God first. Love yours. Love your family. And stay focused. Stay focused and keep going. Don't stop. Don't let up. Don't let up. Not 1 toe. Keep pressing forward. Keep pressing forward. I don't care if it's a baby step or 3 big giant leaps. Keep pressing forward, bro. I love you. And I hope your day is going so well. Because you are amazing. And you deserve it.
Hello, everyone. I hope you all had a great weekend, man. I did. It's been a week, but we made it to the weekend, getting ready for another week to start. And I hope everybody is just in really good spirits. And if not, I hope after this podcast that we are. So, who am I? By this time, you know who I am. I am the King KD, KDS1. This is Conversations with the King. So we're going to get right into it. So today I'm talking about know your limits. Not KNOWNO. Know your limits. In parentheses, no to your limits. Understand that anytime we are going to embark on some things, that is going to be challenges to it. First of all, let me talk about what's going to be playing in the background. This is Gnarls Barkley. It came out in 2006. It's my man CeeLo when he went off the scene and started doing his own thing. So that's what you'll be hearing in the background. Shout out to him. Also, shout out to everybody that told me I should do this. Everybody that said that this is going to be a thing, all the support that you guys gave me after I put the intro out there, man, I really, really appreciate it. This idea actually came from someone that I bonded with on a lot of different levels while I was in Korea. MK, she was like, you like to talk so much, why don't you do a podcast? And I was like, I guess I should. So we was brainstorming, bouncing ideas off each other, and then, here I am at my first episode, Know Your Limits, aka Know to Your Limits. Again, I'm going to reintroduce myself. This is King KD, aka KDS1, aka the Dapper DJ. And the first episode wasn't even supposed to be this. This just came out and came to my mind yesterday. The first episode was supposed to be What's Your Plan to Be You? I was going to do a poem and, blah, 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 blah. And then Deontay Wilder happened. Bro, sis. When I tell you, after I watched this fight, I was so inspired. I wanted to get on this jump last night, but I was like, let me just wait till the morning time. Let me just wait. Let me get my thoughts and everything together, and I'm going to come on and I'm going to start talking about this. So why do I call it Know to Your Limits? I say that because many people are going to come in your life and you're going to say stuff to them. You're going to confide in them about some things, and then they're going to be like, nah, maybe you should do this and maybe you should do that, because they are operating off of how they process things, what they can handle, what they can do. So they're going to always tell you and give you, not everybody, people that ain't really for you. They're going to limit you to what their limits are. Deontay Wilder, the world heavyweight champion, from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, 32 years old. Real confident. I love it. Not arrogant, but he's confident. And he has a reason to be. The man is 40-0, right? He's 40-0. He's a heavyweight. He's knocked out everybody that's come into the ring with him. So, rightfully so, the man is confident. So, going through the fight, first 3 rounds, he's getting beat. Straight up. He's getting beat. The man Ortiz is whooping him. They call him King Kong. I didn't say he's whooping him, but he's giving Deontay Wilder the business, and I'm thinking in my mind, all right, maybe there's some kind of strategy here. I'm not sure, right? So I've been a fan of Deontay Wilder for a while, but I haven't been watching his whole career. I'm not going to sit up here and make it seem like, oh, I'm a Deontay Wilder fanatic, and like, that's been my man, and I knew he was going to be blah, 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 blah. But I will say, the very first time I seen him fight, I was like, whoa, this dude is real. And he has this fighting style where it's like, when he's swinging, it's kind of like wow, man. It's kind of like wow, but it's powerful. And it is also effective. So, I love it. I love it. Again, the Alabama native, he's right next door. I'm a Georgia boy, so you know what I'm saying? I'm a root for the home team or whatever. Anyway, the first 3 rounds are not going the way I think they should go, right? And it's probably not going the way that others that are watching think it should go. They're probably thinking like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? He's about to get beat. Those who want him to get beat are happy, oh, finally, this dude been talking all this mess. He's finally about to get whooped. And so I'm laying on the couch. I'm just I'm nervous. I'm like, look, man, you got to do something. I need you to This can't be it, man. I want you to unify these belts. I want you to unify these belts. So I'm gonna liken that to people see you come on social media and like you tell people, hey man, I need your prayers. You know, I usually don't do this, but pray for me, blah 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 blah. And then you got those people out there like, yes. Maybe you had messed with them at one time before, and they're like, yeah, karma finally getting you. It's you finally getting what you deserve. And yeah, it looks like you're not gonna make it through this. So man, I'ma say something. I'm gonna put the heart emoji on there, and I'm gonna put the praying hands, which by the way are slap hands, but another conversation. And you know, I'm gonna put something on there, but secretly I'm rooting against you. You gonna have those people that you think are for you, but they really in their mind and deep down hoping that you fail, so that they can be like, yes, they get some kind of satisfaction out of that. So that's the first 3 rounds with Deontay Wilder. Everybody's looked at him like, oh, it's not looking good for the kid. We about to have the new champion of the world. Yes, finally, this dude about to get shut up. So then rounds 4 through 7 come, and it's really looking bad for the kid. So you know it's only 12 rounds in a boxing match. So you know if you lose in the first 6 rounds, then you gotta at some point in time come alive, man. In round 7, let me back up. In round 5, he put him down. He put Ortiz down. I'm like, yes. And I'm thinking it's about to be over. He's saved by the bell. So in your situation, you get some temporary relief, and you like, yes, finally, I'm good now. I'm good. Like I can get back to where I'm at. I can do what I'm doing. And then another curveball comes, and it's like, whoa, I thought I was straight. I thought I was good. And during that time where you're like, oh yes, you think you have some refuge, those people that were rooting against you, like, man. Well, you know, they got through it. And then that curveball happened. They see that curveball happen, like, oh, wait a minute. They might fall. They might fall. Come on, fall. I need you to fall. I need this. Fall. This is what I get out of life. I love to see people fail because I don't have anything going for myself. So I want to see you fail. I want to see you fall. Come on, man. Don't get up. Don't get up. So round 7 comes. And the first of the round, my man Wilder is giving him the business. And then Ortiz catch him. It's like a minute and 45 minutes left in the round. And I'm like, oh man, please, dude, please, I need you to bounce back. I need you to bounce back, man. But it's not looking good. Ortiz knocking him, hitting him, and Wilder he's all over the ring. He's stumbling. He's not throwing anything back. And I'm just like, oh my God, man, this can't be over. It can't end like this. This is not the way the champ is going to go down. And so he's getting hit. And however it's happening, this man is taking Ortiz's best shot. And I mean, Ortiz is rocking him. And he's all over the ring. All over it. I mean, he's stumbling, he's falling, he's grabbing for dear life to hold, just so he don't fall. He is clinging on to the thing that is putting him down, trying to put him down, and he's clinging on for dear life, and the bell rings. Now, during the time he's getting knocked all around the ring, there's this crowd, and he's in Brooklyn. Ortiz is from Cuba. Wilder's from the United States. So you would think that they wouldn't be excited about that. You would think that, you know, yeah, they standing up because they're in disbelief, but you heard cheers. You heard cheers. In your darkest hour, when it looks like you're about to go down, you're going to see the people that are really down for you. You're going to understand who is really rolling with you. Now, this is a fight. You know what I'm saying? And so, he's getting knocked around the ring, as I said. And he is in the boxing world, Saved by the Bell. So if you get knocked down or anything and there's less than seconds left and they are counting, then you won't get counted out. So you get saved by the bell. When I talk about Zach Morris and Slater and all them folks on that TV show that we grew up watching, no, this is a real thing, being saved by the bell. So Deontay Wilder is saved by the bell, and I'm just like, yo, that was close. My heart is pounding hard, man. I'm like, man, okay, good. All right, man, I need you to get yourself together. Well, there's only a minute between rounds. So he comes back out the next round and he's still woozy. So basically at this time, he's in survivor mode. So now, after you've gone through the worst, after you have taken life's best shot and you get back on your feet, you're in survival mode, right? And that's when they're really looking at you. That's when they're really trying to see if you are who we think you are, if you are who you say you are. And they're hoping that you're not. People don't like to see, in general, people don't like to see a happy ending. You know, they want to see your demise. They want to see you at rock bottom. They want you to stay there. That's the thing. I'm not sure why that's human nature for a lot of people. But again, while you're going through it, you're going to be able to see. You're going to say like, hey, you know, when I was going through this, you weren't there. Like, where was you at? So either way, he goes through round 8. And like he's basically in survival mode. He's not throwing much. He's throwing just enough to get through the round. And he gets through the round. And you can hear the announcers. They're like, man, you know, Ortiz let him off the hook. He shouldn't have did that. You know, he should have been putting more pressure on him. Blah, 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 blah. And there was a sense that Deontay Wilder was going to pull this thing out. Even when all those folks around him was cheering for his demise, he still had a corner. He went back to that corner, and every time that corner, they didn't panic. They was like, listen, man, just keep on doing what you're doing. You know, you got your legs back under you. Here's some water, this, that, and the third. Now, you know who you got in your corner. You know who you can go back to when you done got your butt whooped, and it seems like there's nothing else out there that you can do. You know who those people are. So those people be in your corner, and they'll be telling you, hey, listen, they're not gonna sit up here and sugarcoat it. They're not gonna be like, hey, you know, it's not that bad, you know, this, that, and the third. No, those are gonna be the ones that's like, listen, no matter what you're going through, no matter how bad it seems, listen, you are gonna make it through this. You are going to win. There is nothing in this world that will be able to keep you down. I have your back. I'm here for you. Romans 8:31 says, if God be for you, who can be against you? That's the mindset you need to have. If you got God on your side, guess what? You're going to make it. Now, before the fight, they had this thing going about Deontay Wilder. He said why he fights. He said it was for his daughter. His daughter has spina bifida. I know I messed that up. But she has an ailment. And so he said that's why he fights. He said this is his 9 to 5. This is his burger flipping. This is what he does. And he said if he could, he'd fight 3 or 4 times a year. This is what he does. He doesn't want to do anything else. In his off time, he trains. He trains for the next fight. This is his lifestyle. This is his life. This is what he does. So you have a reason. In your life, you have a spot where you look at when you on the ground, or you're about to get knocked out, and you have something that you can focus on and be like, you know what? I can't fall. And if you do fall, I can't stay down. I can't stay here, because if I do, then I'm not going to be here for this person. Or I'm not going to be able to fulfill this purpose. Or I'm not going to be who I want to be. No one ever gets knocked down with the thought process of, I don't want to get back up. Sometimes life is too hard for people, and they don't have that corner to have them get up, to talk to them and be like, hey man, listen, you got this, get up. Well, I am providing this corner right now. If there's ever a time in your life where you are on the ground or you're about to get knocked out, I want you to remember that you are bigger than every obstacle that you face. Let that be a pebble. Let that be a mountain. Let that situation look like it's dire. Let that thing look like it's never going to end. Storms always pass. Every mountain can be climbed. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying that you're not going to be tired after that storm is over, after that climb. You're not going to not be wet when that rain is pounding down on you. You're not going to not be sore when you get up that mountain and you go down the other side. No, but within everything that you experience through that storm or through that climb, is going to be lessons. Those bruises on your hands, they're going to be reminders that, man, this wasn't easy. Those soaked pants and shirt and ruined Timbs or heels are going to serve as a reminder that, hey, man, this was not an easy journey. But those bruises heal. Those clothes dry. And at the end of it all, you get yourself back up. You get your legs back under you, and you go on with your life. Round 10, Deontay Wilder comes out, and he has his legs back under him, and you see something in his eyes. He's like, man, now it's my time. It's time for this thing to be over with. He gets in there, he knocks down Ortiz 3 times in 1 round. Fight over. He dug deep. And he found that warrior within, and he got up and he knocked him out. Now this is after he was about to be done. Somehow, someway, he found the energy. He found what it was that is going to make him who he is after this thing is over. Anybody that saw that fight is saying now that, man, you know what? That dude is a warrior. That dude got what it takes. He is a real champion. He can fight with the best of them. And the record speaks for itself. So I say to you, what does your record say? How many times have you got knocked down? And you're up right now. Your situation may not be over. It may not be finished. You may be facing a court date. You may be facing some things at work. You may be facing foreclosure, repossession. You may be facing anything that you've not faced before, but you look back on all the things that you've already faced, and look where you at. Another test. So what do you want to do? The same thing you did to get through the other test. You're going to persevere. You're going to make it. You will be the heavyweight champion of your world. But it takes you fighting back. It takes you having to get back up out of that corner. It takes you getting back up. It takes you getting your legs back under you for you to get to that point where you are going to make it. Because if you don't believe you're going to make it, then you won't. That's why I say know your limits. No to your limits. There is no limit to what you can do. There's no set amount of times that you can get up. This is not a Super Mario game. This is not Sonic the Hedgehog. You know what I'm saying? And when you die, it's over anyway. So if you die fighting for what you believe in, if you die in this situation, then it was your time to go. But how else will you know? Unless you fight. I challenge you to do whatever it takes to get through this storm. Whatever it takes to get over this mountain. Because after the fact, you're going to have something to talk about to get somebody else through. Someone that's going through something as similar as you. Someone that's something
that someone's going through may be totally different than you, but they see that you made it through your storm, and it gives them confidence to know that their storm is about to be over. It gives them confidence to know that they can get over their mountain that seems so insurmountable. And no, you're not doing this for them. You're doing this for yourself. But why not share how you made it? Why not share that you made it? Why not share that you're a survivor and not a victim? That person that assaulted you doesn't have power over you, doesn't have dominion over you. That you got your peace back. Not because it was easy, not because, it wasn't that big of a deal. No. It was heartbreaking. It was gut-wrenching. It was the most terrible time of your life. But you made it out on the other side because you were supposed to. Your situation was never meant to take you out. It was only meant to take you up. Level up. That's why I say know your limits. Know to your limits. Someone else's limits are not yours. Who you are is not what someone else is. So don't let nobody else tell you what you can or cannot do. Don't let no one else make it seem like your stuff is too hard and you should just give up. That's never an option. It's never an option.
Talk about this thing all day, but I'm going to leave it right there. Again, I hope you all are having a great weekend. I hope I said something today that touched you in a way that will make you want to go forth and go forward and do this thing, whatever you're doing, and finish it. My father says it all the time, man. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. It's right there. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. But that's a whole different thing. This is your man, King KDS1. This is Conversations with a King. Please leave your comments below. Let me know again if you was feeling it, if this helped you. And if it did, awesome. If you know someone that this will help, please share it with them, send it to them, and let's go from there, man. All right? Know your limits. Know to your limits. King KDS1.